Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Check Me. We got a little different video, a video that actually I've been thinking and planning for some time right now. My location's changed. I'm still in the same place. Will change. I'm still in the same place. I'm actually in my garage. Well, not the same place, but the same house in my garage. And this video is me focused on pretty much the transformation of the gym, where I had it before when I initially started having a gym, during COVID, and then what I transformed the gym to. And then now I'm going through another transformation. There are a lot of things I think I did right in the first transformation, a lot of things I think I did wrong. And I think the best way to transform a gym essentially is to kind of sweep clean. So I know I'm on this side of the gym where you see me do a lot of my workout videos. Where you don't really see that I do a lot of my workout videos, because the other side of the gym, this side over here, the gym is where I do most of my workout and where most of my equipment is. Ideally, I want to have a gym that I transform to that has a little bit more space for me, ideally, to create and to use, right? I want to be able to utilize most of this space as well, too, which I do, but I feel like it was kind of abandoned when I came to the gym, mainly because this is a walkway. So my sole goal with every gym is to make the gym completely functional. Now, what you'll see in the previous video, I focused on ensuring that no matter where I went to, I was able to have a squat rack. I was able to, bench at one place. I can squat and bench at 3 different locations in the gym. I'm not going to focus on that as much now. I do get a lot of people come through during the summer. I think the maximum that I'll need typically when I have a space or a squat rack is pretty much 2 squat racks, where I can have 2 people squatting at one time. I did also have equipment that did allow me to be functional throughout the whole workout. As I mentioned before, I don't deadlift. I can still deadlift. I can still pull 405 if I really need to, but I don't deadlift anymore. It's just not an explosive functional movement. It's a tough lift, don't get me wrong, but if you're not competing or performing or whatever, it can really come to an ego lift. So I don't deadlift, and you see in the gym, previous gym I transformed to, I had no deadlift, station. Now I did in the previous video, which I'll link here, how to build a deadlift, and I have built a deadlift before, but a deadlift platform before, but I'm not deadlifting like that. I do have some ideas. I think one thing that I would change that I did previously in the previous gym is I would maybe incorporate 1 or 2 machines. My wife comes down a lot of times, often, and I have to figure out what those machines are. There's still gonna be something functional. I'm thinking maybe a cable crossover where I can do some more fine tuning, do some more, if I had to do rehab, if I get injured or whatnot, I can come down and do a quick and easy workout to tune up the body. But I think that's one thing I'll be aiming for that I didn't incorporate in this gym, the gym beforehand. Another thing, if you see in the gym beforehand, the transformation, and I'm saying beforehand because I'm going to show you guys what the gym looks like right now, and looks completely different than what you guys seen it before. I need a treadmill, and I did not have a treadmill. I run a lot more. It was kind of out of my way. I hate this sounds lazy and how privileged I am in my situation. It was too much for me to go out of my way to go to a park or whatever to run sprints. And it was so much easier for me to have a treadmill in the gym where I can actually work. Now, here's the problem. If you guys know how I operate my gym, I do not typically buy new equipment. Most of the equipment I get, I buy secondhand. It relatively works well. With maybe $2 or $3 extra, I can get like spray paint or whatever and then fix the equipment up if I want the black aesthetic. But I've had multiple treadmills, and with the treadmills, you see in the videos I worked out on them, most of the time the speed got up to 12 or 15. And that's just too slow for while I'm working. Typically I run wind sprints, and my training revolves around me being able to get out there and just go. I have not been able to do that on the treadmills that I brought in off the marketplace, and I'm not really willing to break the bank, but I think this is the time I will break the bank on something. I'll figure out how I do it and how it makes sense to get a larger treadmill, but I'm going to get a curved treadmill so I can power my own. I can run my own speed. It stops when I stop. That's low, not a lot of noise. Now, I do see some things on Marketplace I can pull a trigger on, and I am in conversations with people as far as actively getting a treadmill here. So I'm going to switch also too from the traditional racks that I had to power racks. I like the cap rack, it worked well. But the main reason I'm switching is I do want kind of a cage, so I can have 2 cages where we can do some functional stuff outside the cage and inside the cage, and maybe also have multiple people squat. But the idea is I want 2 cages where I have multiple grip pull-ups. If you see me do pull-ups, all I do when I do the pull-ups is I'm doing a straight bar. And don't get me wrong, look, I feel like I mastered straight bar. I can do them effectively, but even when I played football, our Coach Bridgman made sure that we did, some neutral grip, some straight grip pull-ups to really kind of focus on growing our back. So the power racks that I have coming in are going to be power racks that have that kind of they have multiple grips, so I can get different types of workouts in. The main reason I don't want to have a lat machine. Now, if I can do lat work with the cable crossover, I'll do that. And I actually, believe it or not, during the transformation of the gym, I actually got a cable crossover. I mean, not a cable crossover, but a lat pull-down machine. I don't want a lat pull-down machine, but if I'm able to do that with a cable crossover, great. With the lat pull-down machine, I was able to kind of focus strictly on back. I was able to, fine-tune the back, not when it comes to functional fitness, but just from the image and the look. I was able to use a cable, a lat pull-down machine. To be honest, I really wasn't getting much out of it. I did go cheap on it. I do think I'm gonna have to break the bank a little bit more when it comes to, finding a piece of equipment that where I can actually get a better support when it comes to doing lat pull-downs, if that's the case. But a cable crossover I think will work. If you have a cable crossover, then you can essentially do lat pull-down. So. Now, when it comes to those are the main things. So, switching from the cap squat racks, the single racks, to power racks, right? 2 cages, and then adding a treadmill, and then a cable crossover. The gym is pretty much going to focus in on those 3 components, and everything else is going to flood in. Of course, I kept my bungees, I kept my rope. There's a couple machines I'll show you guys. I will almost never give up. Oh, my stool dropped. So if I show you guys the gym right now, this is what the gym looks like. So I've completely emptied out the gym. See my kids' toys. All right, this is what the gym looks like right now. It's relatively empty. I took all the weights. Out. Now I still did retain my mirrors. So I still have my mirrors. Still a large space. Now, I told you my garage gym is about 400 feet, but we're looking at maybe about 420 because we still about 2 feet right here with this middle border. And right now, I did get 2 new barbells. So I got these 2 new barbells from Dick's Sporting Goods. I got these barbells for $60, both of them, so $30 a piece. You can see they still have the sticker on them. Ugh. They still have the sticker on them, both of them. There you go. I just recently picked up these 35-pound bumper plates. I got these bumper plates for $60. So 2 bumper plates for $60, so $30 a pop on some bumpers is a really good deal. Most people are selling the bumpers at $2 a pound. This is probably the best machine I will never get rid of. For dips, leg lifts, there's so many things you can do with this, and this was hard to find. I got it from a guy for $40 about 4 years ago. He was moving, he wanted to sell his weight equipment, he wanted to give it to somebody who would make use of it. I am. And of course, the split squat machine. This is probably one of the best machines I've actually pretty much had ever in the gym. Just being able to do split squats, hamstring work, quad work. I've been able to do so much with it. Then of course I have my accessories, a lot of accessories here, and then medicine ball, foam roller, step up, kettlebell, and I got this plant because the idea of the plant is to change the gym into more of a kind of like a minimalistic wood aesthetic feel when you come to this gym. I don't want you to come into the gym and then feel, okay, hey, look, it's a gym. I want you to come into the gym and try to figure out, am I in a gym? But you kind of know it's a gym. Now, also, too, I got shop lights. I installed the shop lights. Now, I have to fix the cords, but if you see with the shop lights, let me turn, see if I can turn this down here. What I had before were these lights here. Now you can spread them out and whatnot because I was doing a lot of photography. You can see right here, and I had a pull down that came down here. Now with these lights, they're a lot less harsh, right? And I've already installed two. Well, it's actually not one long light. It's 4 lights. They're 4 foot apiece. I installed 4 right here, 4 right here, and I'm going to have another strip go down here, and I have another strip in the corner here go here. Another thing I want to do was make sure that I was able to do my podcast down in the basement. You know, I want as it gets nicer outside. I want to make sure that, you know, I can have a space where I can, you know, record videos with a nice backdrop of the gym or be in here. So I got this nice Iron Max workbench. This table was $60. The Husky ones are going, you know, a lot more expensive. I did see some Huskies for $100, but this Iron Max just works just as well. So I got this Iron Max workbench, and I picked this stool up for free. The reason I'm saying all this, and the plant actually as well was free as well too. So I am going to have plants in the corners, so I have a little bit more of a aesthetic, you know, a more of a gym, you know, more of a comforting aesthetic. I still had to figure out a way where I'm going to put my kids, you know, bicycles and toys. I don't like the fact that they're in the gym. I have to deal with it. But hey, look, it is what it is. And then, you know, I don't want to hang them up. I might just keep them in the gym, you know, build a box. I don't know where to put them. Hopefully they grow out of them. We'll see what happens, you know. But my mother and my wife framed my jersey for my birthday, which was pretty dope. They framed this jersey from college. They framed that. Going to keep the mirrors the same. Now, what I'm going to do with the mirrors, I'm going to put borders around the mirrors. So the mirrors are going to have borders and LED lights. So we're going to have a little, like I said, the wood feel, the aesthetic wood feel. All this wood here, I got for free. Everything I got, all the wood that you see here, everything here, I got for free. Now, you'll see here, I got these oak board slats. I got 7 of them. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. But, you know, I can create, if I want to build something, a box squat or whatever, I can build something with them, which I'm looking forward to put together. And the tools I'm working with, you know, this is all my tools right here. You know, all I have really is I don't have a circular saw. I don't have a circular saw. I don't have a, you know, a motorized saw. I don't have like some of the all I really have is a power drill, a hand saw, and, you know, my kind of like my L-shaped ruler you have right here. So the idea is to change this gym and different than what I had before, but to more of a comforting gym where my wife can come down. Old Faithful, my heater, I call her Old Faithful. She heats up the gym usually in about 30 minutes. It's a new air. You guys can see that. It's a new air heater. It usually heats the gym up in about maybe, you know, I don't know. Usually heats the gym out in maybe about 20, 30 minutes where it's not warm enough I can work out in here on the really cold nights. Like tonight, it's 20 degrees tonight. So in here, it's about maybe 50, 60, but I can get up to like 70 degrees in here where I can work out. So we're going to see what happens with the gym. Oh, yeah, I kept most of my cables and attachments here. So, you know, chains. There's a lot of things that I do want to incorporate. My sled, I incorporate with this. These things are game changers. You know, you can get a workout with these bands here. I usually work with 4. I have 4 of these bands I work with. I have a jump rope. You know, because I don't have a treadmill, and if I don't get out to run, I jump rope. You know, got one of my jerseys there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I may frame it or not. I don't know. But yeah, this is the plan of the gym. So that's the plan of the gym. Essentially, to the point where it can be comforting, it can be welcoming for my wife to come down and work out. You know, I can get a workout in, workout in here. We can lay, we can lounge. Really don't have a bug problem down here. Not too many bugs. I don't really see many bugs come in during the winter. during the summer. I'm going to have to do some bug control, bug control to figure out how to keep the bugs out. But the reason why the gym is so empty, there's nothing in here right now, is because I'm completely transforming the gym to a different look. And when I transform the gym, I try to use new money. That's the big thing. I'm not using any money, and this is part one of the series. I don't want to use money that I get regularly from my job. I want to use money that I get from stuff that's already in the gym, free stuff on Marketplace, flipping it, because it will take time, but there's nothing worse than going out and buying every gym transformation you're going to see. Everyone's going to go out and buy new gym equipment, right? They're going to get the latest and greatest stuff, but you don't have to go there. Marketplace, Craigslist, and if you have to buy something outright, that's fine. Look for the cheapest option. If you can build it, right? If you can't build it, can you barter for it? Can you trade for it? If you can't trade for it, then where's the bargain, right? If there's no bargain, the last thing we do is we buy, right? That's my four systems to purchasing anything or making a purchase is if I can build it, if I can barter for it, if there's a bargain, and then last thing I buy it at the last resort, right? And so I'm gonna keep you guys up to date on how I transform the gym and some things that I do along the way. I expect this to be like maybe a 3-4 part series. As I get something or I get something in, I'll keep you guys up to date. But if you want to follow this gym transformation journey from what I had before, stay tuned. I'm gonna try to do weekly updates. We'll see, but I'm gonna try to do weekly updates. But stay tuned. Hopefully we can get this project done within a month. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Well, you don't have to subscribe. I know some of you guys don't want to subscribe, but stay tuned. Subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care.